Welcome to this lesson where we're going to talk about background information or background research. This is step one in starting your research. And so before you dive into your topic, it's important to understand what background information is, why we do it, and how to do it effectively. Let's start with an overview of what background information is. In simple terms, background information is general knowledge about your topic that will help you understand it more fully. Background information or background research refers to the initial research that you do at the beginning of your investigation. It provides a foundational overview of your topic and helps you to develop a broader understanding of the subject matter. Without conducting background research, you may not have enough context or knowledge to effectively investigate your topic. Background information provides essential context, sets the scene for your research, and establishes the importance of your topic. It gives you a chance to reflect on the big picture and consider the broader implications of your topic. By doing so, you can identify any assumptions you might have and examine why your topic matters. Think of background information like the basic ingredients for a recipe. Just as a chef needs to gather basic ingredients before starting to cook a meal, you too need to gather foundational knowledge before diving into your research. For example, if you're researching the impact of social media on body image, you might not want to jump straight into the effects of Instagram on teenagers without first establishing some basic information about social media and body image. What is social media? How does it work? What is body image and why is it important? Establishing these basic ingredients will help you to better understand the more complex interactions between them. The purpose of background information is to establish context and importance. As I mentioned earlier, background information helps you to understand the bigger picture and consider the broader implications of your topic. It also helps you to identify any assumptions you might have about your topic and examine why your topic is important. All of these things are crucial when writing academic papers and reports because they help you to establish the context or importance of your study. For example, if you're writing a paper on childhood obesity, you might start by discussing the rising rates of childhood obesity around the world. You might also discuss the factors that contribute to childhood obesity, such as unhealthy diets and lack of physical activity. By establishing this context, you can then go on to explain why your study on the topic is important. Another key aspect of background information is identifying keywords. Keywords are the main concepts or ideas in your topic. Identifying keywords early on is super important because it helps you to formulate effective search terms. Keywords are essentially the building blocks of your topic. They represent the core concepts and ideas that define your subject matter. Think of it like the main ingredients in a recipe. Just as a chef needs to know the main ingredients before starting to cook, you too need to identify the keywords in your topic before diving into your research. By understanding the keywords in your topic, you can begin to formulate effective search terms that will help you find relevant and reliable sources of information. For example, if your topic is the impact of social media on body image, some keywords might include social media, body image, self-esteem, cyberbullying, comparison, and mental health. Once you've identified these keywords, you can use them to develop search terms that will help you find relevant sources. Using our previous example of the impact of social media on body image, you might use search terms like social media and body image, Instagram and self-esteem, or cyberbullying and mental health. These search terms incorporate the keywords in your topic and can help you find sources that are relevant to your research question. But where do you actually find background information? The best places to find background information are libraries and databases. Libraries are treasure troves of information and can provide you with a wealth of knowledge on just about any topic you can think of. Whether you prefer physical books or online databases, libraries offer a convenient and reliable way to access background information. Academic libraries in particular can be great resources for students and researchers looking to expand their knowledge on a particular topic. They typically have a wide range of resources available, including books, journals, newspapers, and online databases. Online databases are another fantastic resource for finding background information. They are essentially organized collections of information on a particular topic and can be accessed through a library or directly from a search engine. Many databases contain full-text articles, which can be a great way to find in-depth information on a particular topic. Some popular databases include PubMed, Scopus, and Web of Science. Additionally, the Internet can also be a useful resource for finding background information. Reputable websites, such as government websites, educational institutions, and professional organizations, can provide accurate and up-to-date information on a wide range of topics. However, it's important to be discerning when using the Internet as a source of background information and to ensure that any sources you use are credible and reliable. Now, let's look at how background information can help guide your research. Conducting background information helps you identify keywords and key concepts, which then leads to effective search strategies. By understanding the keywords and key concepts related to your topic, you can develop more precise and focused search queries. This can help you to quickly narrow down your search results and find the most relevant sources for your research. So how does this actually work in practice? Let's say you're researching the impact of climate change on the migration patterns of birds. Your initial background research might lead you to some key concepts such as rising temperatures, changing weather patterns, and bird migration routes. Using this knowledge, you can develop targeted search queries such as impact of rising temperatures on bird migration or changing weather patterns and bird migration routes. These queries will help you to find sources that are more specific to your research topic and can save you time in the long run by helping you avoid irrelevant sources. In addition, conducting background information helps you to refine your research questions. As you learn more about your topic, you may start to develop more specific questions that you want to investigate. This is a natural part of the research process, and conducting background information can actually help you to identify areas that need further investigation. For example, while researching the impact of climate change on bird migration, you may come across studies that suggest that certain bird species are migrating earlier in the year due to rising temperatures. This could lead you to further investigate the specific impacts on different bird species or even the consequences of these changes on the bird's ecosystems. So, in this way, conducting background information can actually help you to refine your research questions and focus your investigation on the most important aspects of your topic. Finally, conducting background information helps you to identify relevant theories, models, or frameworks that can help guide your research. In many fields of study, there are established theories, models, or frameworks that can provide a helpful lens through which to view your research topic. For example, in the social sciences, you may find that there are existing theories that explain how certain social phenomena occur. In the natural sciences, you may find that there are models that have been developed to predict the behavior of certain systems. By understanding these theories, models, or frameworks, you can develop a deeper understanding of your topic and can use them to guide your own research. For example, if you were researching the spread of a disease, you could use a model that has been developed to predict the spread of infectious diseases in order to make predictions about the course of the disease in your own study population. Overall, conducting background information is an essential step in the research process that can help you to establish context, identify keywords, develop effective search strategies, refine your research questions, and identify relevant theories, models, or frameworks. By taking the time to conduct thorough background information, you can set yourself up for success in your research endeavors. Thank you for watching this lesson. If you found it helpful, please don't forget to hit the like button below. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so that you never miss out on any of our lessons. We wish you all the best in your academic and research pursuits and look forward to seeing you in the next lesson.